Guys, the chicken is here. We are back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we are going to be wrapping up season 38. I don't know at this point if I got to go back in or not. Maybe yes, maybe no. I think OP is also planning one more stream. But yes, we're going to talk about the end of the season. So OP, how you doing? Thank you for coming on.
Hey man, good morning and thanks for having me on your stream. I'm doing well, just had breakfast and I'm ready to talk Boom Beach Warships.
I saw you, yeah, I'm glad you finished, so now we can speak. So yeah, so season 38. Wow, crazy season. So let's start off with I don't know. Why don't you give me your opening kind of thoughts on how you think the season went? I know, like, we both still might have a little bit of work left here. It might not be finished at this time, but yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, man, thanks. Yeah, no, guys, if you remember, I saw when I looked at the tech tree when we first started the season that there were two paths, right? You got a base ride and tech ride, and you had to choose, right? Choose your path. That pretty much fit into this season. You either D'd up, you heavy Zuka'd, you rode that slow roll into gold or diamond that way, or you did the tech ride path, which for me and others, we did Seekers. And because of Seekers, I was able to fully D up at the end and become a dirty 7 ER player. So the season to me was interesting. I really am enjoying these seasons they bring out because it offers a diverse meta. You can either go forward, you'll pay the price early, but you'll reap the dividends later. And we did that with the Seekers. For the tree itself, to me, I feel it was a good one. I don't know, Chicken. I liked the flow of it. It was grindy. I mean, it is grindy at times, but I mean that's Warships, baby. And I dug it. I really dug it. And I had a good time with it, and I'm happy with the results.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I pretty well agree with you on everything you said, except for one thing when you said the flow of the tech tree. Now, again, talked a little bit about this yesterday. I don't know exactly how you fix that, or maybe that's just a me thing, or what. But I felt like there was just not enough push points, or not enough chances really to get away and separate yourself from the pack. OP, you're flashing like crazy, by the way.
I'm sorry.
We need to do a what's it, the warning for the thing people get dizzy or whatever.
Epilepsy or something.
Yes, that's it. Okay, so there's your warning, guys. Now, yeah. So what I was saying, I don't know. I feel like the pacing was just kind of not there this season. Everything. We had one of these seasons pretty recently where an overview of the tech tree. It's like, yeah, the placement, everything looks good. No stupid key vacuums. No, not too many key vacuums, but everything kind of made sense. Barrage wasn't, here right out of the gates or anything silly. But I feel like the problem with these trees that are good, it's like, you get stuck in the problem of, okay, once you get to 5 ER, what do you need to succeed? Well, everything in 4 ER and everything in 5 ER. And, you're not really going to get ahead, or not much is really going to change. You're just kind of in those maintenance phases of, yeah, you got to move forward to maintain your rank. And that's fine. I mean, that's part of the game and whatever, but I'd like to see, if it's even possible, I don't know, more chances to take higher risk paths and have those pay off. So it's rather than, you got to have everything to move forward. Maybe, you get a collection of a couple strong defenses, and then you start going offensively, like something that mixes it up a little bit more and kind of pays off for someone that's going a little bit more off path. Obviously not every time, but just to have some little bit more diversity in there, I think would go a long way.
No, I see it that way now after you beautifully said it like that. Yeah, no, it makes sense. And I get what you're saying. It seemed like you just, as you went through this tech tree, you unlocked stuff and it just made you better, as it did everybody, right? Like there was no off-beaten path where somebody could take, well, in my case, Seekers, but that's obvious. That's writing. But I'm saying like, yeah, you're right. Maybe some more rabbit holes, right? Maybe some long arms to the left. Maybe there's some juicy nodes that you have to go back for to make it really count. Yeah, I definitely. I see what you're saying, and I'm very sympathetic to that that opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, not a bad season for sure. There was nothing terrible. It wasn't really bad. I definitely found myself in that rank 19 hole for longer than I wanted to be. But I mean, I was concerned at first that I wasn't going to make the top 500. And disclaimer, who knows? I might not still. But yeah, it kind of showed me, like, if you can at least make sure you get to the end of the tech tree, or at least close to it, and you don't have, like, I wasn't really early to any tech this season. I kind of just got it when, or a little bit after everybody else did. But if you put in the time and, you've got the tech, eventually things will start to come together for you, because I wasn't even on the leaderboard once until, yesterday. That was my first time, I think. Other than that, I came in for a second and then got pushed off, but it was really tough and I was struggling a lot. So that was one thing that I really liked about this season was, being able to come away from it and be like, okay, well, maybe if you don't make gold day one or you don't make diamond when everybody else does, it's not the end of the world, and you're still going to have your kick at the can. It's just going to take a little bit longer, a little bit more time, and you probably need to take more time with building the right base and paying attention and just simply playing more. But that was kind of the big takeaway for me this season.
No, absolutely, dude. And I must commend you, my friend. You started slow, like the turtle, right?
Yeah, the turtle.
And
not that turtle.
I know, right? But I'm saying though, like you were patient in the fact that, like, you didn't just give up, right?
Exactly.
And you made it, dude. Like, you are sitting pretty right now. Congratulations, currently, as you are in top 500. Will you stick that?
Who knows?
It's going to be close, because that offered that instant training now, and my people might pick it up and play more. Who knows? Like, we talked about that, but nonetheless, man, congratulations, and to all everybody who's played, in the comments, let us know what you thought of the season, right? I mean, what rank you finished at and what you thought about this season. I had a good time. I really did. I had a fun time too. It's all about fun, right? Like, if you're not having fun, why are you playing it? So I had fun, and I thought it was a good season. But again, like I said, I do sympathize and I do agree with you that maybe a little bit more diversity as far as pathing could be beneficial, even if you don't ride the wave of what everybody else is doing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So what was the highlight of the season for you, OP?
The highlight for me was playing Seekers when I'm not a Seeker player.
Yeah, and it worked out pretty well for you.
It did, dude. Like, when I saw the tree, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like no shock mines, no shock launchers. That's my nemesis when it comes to Seekers. Like, I'm just not a good Seeker player, but in this season I was, because there was nothing to kill my Seekers. So I enjoyed that front of it. I got to play with Seekers and kind of practice with them more to understand their pathing and what they do and how they work. I know, and so I had a fun time with that. And I had Bullet for most of my season. He's maxed, and then the other day I picked up Kavan and maxed him. So I'm excited. I was excited to play with Seekers for most of my push, because I was tired of bombardiering, right? But now it's coming to that place where you're back to bombardier, heavy chopper, or heavy bus rushing. So, like, it's just I was not looking forward to that part of it, but I was really pleased with my Seeker performance this season.
Yeah, dude, and I mean, props for you too for kind of putting yourself out there and going for that new troop. And whenever you tech ride, it's always high risk, high reward, right? Like, sometimes you do that, and like we've seen that especially in the past few seasons where some guys have jumped ahead to something and it just doesn't end up paying off, and then you're really in trouble because you've got you based your whole season around being able to rank up on a certain thing, and then it ends up
didn't work out.
Yeah, so there's always that element involved too, which makes it it's tricky. It's usually not just cut and dry, like get to this and easy diamond. Like, there's a lot more that goes into it, but yeah, props to you for sticking it out and going with that with the risky path. I typically don't do that. I usually like to I kind of end up doing like unlock everything as I go.
Sure.
It's kind of proven to be the safer path. This season it wasn't though. I was late to gold. I was late to diamond, like we said earlier. But That's the beauty of Warships is you never really know. Like we can dissect and analyze these tech trees and look at them. Like we never really know until we actually start playing the season. What it's going to have in store for us, which is kind of cool.
No, absolutely, man. So I thank you for that. And yeah, you're right. I've said this before, guys. Warships is a unique PvP game style where like you're choosing paths and metas open, doors close for certain metas. Mm-hmm. This is such a unique game, and I'm shocked that more people don't play it. That it's not. I've never seen a game like this. So, shout out to the Boom Beach team for creating Warships. I've never envisioned this side of it being so good.
Mm-hmm. And it's exciting. We're gonna have we're gonna have season 39 to look forward to here pretty soon. I'm obviously playing on the mini account today, guys, just to have some kind of gameplay up here. But I'm actually having a ton of fun on this account. We're just crushing it. I don't know, you can't see my screen up here, but the log's looking pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, with 14 hours left, I don't think I'm gonna get much higher. I could try to make it into gold, I guess, but. One key off of 4 engines, and we got the level gate. I'm gonna have to get the admiral key, but anyway. So guys, that's our thoughts on season 38. Little wrap up and review there. Fingers crossed for the top 500 for the both of us, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if Opie's really going for it or not, but I certainly am. So yeah, Mr. Stroy, thanks for coming on. Make sure to check out his channel, guys. Op Destroy. You know what it is, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Mr. OP.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me, man. Yeah.
And we'll catch you next one. Chicken out. Back.